Yo, what's good, Gen Nation? ScytheX here with another episode of the Multiversal podcast. This is episode 6 now. And we got some stuff to talk about for sure. Kind of seems like a light week. We do have things to talk about, but it's kind of light. This episode's gonna, focus more on the gaming side. I do have some entertainment announcements to make and some thoughts on a couple things, but mainly I think we're mainly talking gaming, and then of course we have our May release schedule that we will run through together. So that being said, we are going to get started. And considering this is the GGEN Multiversal podcast, episode 6, I just need to say that we are on all podcast channels. Spotify, Amazon, Apple, etc. You just search for GGEN. We are there. This episode, as well as past episodes, including all the theater rooms we do every Tuesday, are on the podcast channels. You just search GGEN. You go click into any of those apps, search GGEN. You will find us pretty easily. And yeah, we are all over the map as far as the podcast platform. This episode and as well as theater rooms will also be on YouTube. So look out for the that post. That'll probably be a couple hours after this the show is done airing, and then it'll be up on YouTube. So stay tuned for that if you want to watch, the visual aspect of the show. If you just want the audio, then you would strictly go, listen to the podcast channels and listen on your commute in to work or whatever, while you're mowing the lawn, whatever you want to do. We got you covered. So we appreciate you listening, watching, all the good stuff. And make sure you give us a follow on those podcast channels, and click the like button, click the subscribe button if you are listening and watching on YouTube. And if you're joining me live on Twitch, hit that follow button. Every follow helps the channel grow. We are on the road to 400 followers for the GGE network. So on Twitch. So we appreciate it, all of you. And let's kick it off with some merch. Boom, there you go. Merch is available. We have t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, phone cases. We also have shirts and all the GGEN members logos. So we got Zuplex, Captain, One Shot, Spartacus, myself, ScytheX. We have our own shirts. We have the GGEN, hoodie and shirt available. And yeah, we got what you need. So feel free. The link on YouTube will be in the description. If you're listening live, I think you can just do command merch in Twitch chat and it should pop up. So feel free to do that if you want to rep some gear. And if you do buy some gear, post a picture on Twitter, post a picture in Facebook. Let us know you got it. Let us know how you're liking it. And yeah, that being said, we are kicking off in the entertainment universe. And first up, one of my favorite movies. Mr. Buttersworth, good to see you. What's up, homie? And that movie is Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. I absolutely love this movie. This movie was so badass back in the day. The concept, Nicolas Cage, John Travolta was great. Don't get me wrong. Nicolas Cage was incredible. Nicolas Cage pretending to be John Travolta, pretending to be Nicolas Cage, was a masterpiece. in acting for this movie. It was mind-blowing. Oh, my bad. Mr. Butterworth says, oh, my bad. I thought your favorite movie was Cool as Ice. Cold-blooded. Nah. It's a Face Off. One of my favorites is definitely Face Off. And shout out to Nick Cage, by the way. He's landing some roles nowadays. I don't know what happened. These actors go on spurts where they're the hottest thing on the market. Every movie has them in it. And then they just fall off and disappear. And then some new actress steps in and, runs the game for a short period of time. Like right now, we're in the Tom Holland universe. And out of nowhere, Nick Cage is just inserting himself. And with that being said, the reason I bring up Face Off is Nick Cage, I believe, is signed on to do Face Off 2. It is officially in the works. I believe John Travolta is returning as well. I don't know how, because the first movie ended with them getting their faces back. And I could be wrong, but I thought Nick Cage's character died. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but Face Off 2 is in the works and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Give me that shit now. Moving on, we have the trailer drop. The teaser drop for Thor: Love and Thunder. You heard, the boys and I break this down on the theater room. Me and Zuplex, if you missed it, me and Zuplex watched and reacted to New Rockstar's full breakdown, theories, and Easter eggs video. That is a great video to watch. So if you haven't watched that yet, I highly suggest you do so. Me and him kind of, give our thoughts. And we watched New Rockstars break this down. And there's some stuff that we didn't catch that me and Zuplex did not catch. So the guy does great breakdowns. He throws a ton of information at you. He's highly energetic. So I highly recommend you checking out our reaction. It is on YouTube. It should just be called Thor: Love and Thunder, breakdowns and Easter eggs you might have missed or something like that. So look out for that. But quickly, the trailer looked great. It didn't show too much, but it showed just enough. We got to see Jane as Thor. She looked awesome. It's funny, John Cena's calling Jane out to have a shiny helmet battle or shiny helmet team up or something like that. Mr. Buttersworth says Thor looks really good. It does. We saw some cool planets, where Zeus is, look like Neverland times 1,000. Thor's, retirement home looked peaceful. So I'm curious what happens there, or if somebody has to go recruit him, because he seems isolated in his retirement. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens, and I fully expect to get the full trailer at the end of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So I cannot wait to see more of this movie. But this movie is going to be massive. I don't think it's going to be as massive as Multiverse of Madness, but, and I believe Zuplex said this as well, it's going to, like I was saying in the breakdown, we're dealing with gods now. We're not surface level fighting anymore. We're dealing with gods. So Thor: Love and Thunder is really putting us in the universe on a greater level. You know, Doctor Strange is ripping the universe apart and trying to put it together. Thor is all about gods fighting and, you know, all hell breaking loose amongst the gods, apparently. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait for it. Doctor Strange comes out, I believe, May 5th, if I'm not mistaken. The beginning of May. So we only got like a couple weeks, like a week and a half, two, you know. I think not this weekend, but the weekend after it comes out. So we are getting into the nitty gritty, and we're gonna see the final May 6th. Yes, we will see the path of this phase finally, coming soon, with Doctor Strange laying down the groundwork, basically, and solidifying what timeline we're going to be on for the foreseeable future, I believe. Two quick announcements. Fast 10 is in production, I guess, now, and they're claiming it's going to be the best one yet. People give, you know, the Fast and Furious movies a lot of crap. I absolutely love these movies. The first, second, and third were fantastic to me. All the ones that came after it, when they came back together and did all these, you know, different iterations, and, you know, it was a Fast 5, 6, whatever. They're all good. I don't expect too much of these films. I expect to sit down, watch cool cars do things that they can't do. Watch this family, quote unquote, you know, family, do things that are not possible. And it's a fun action movie. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be unrealistic. But it is fun. It's fun to watch, and I love the characters. You know, The Rock not being in the final two movies kind of sucks in a way that we're not going to have closure for that character. However, I'm okay with it because he was an add-on. He was an add-on to the franchise, and he wasn't, you know, one of the cores. Now, unfortunately, you know, Paul Walker's not going to be in it unless they, you know, recruit his brother to film some scenes and insert himself into the family. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so Fast 10 is coming. We have Aquaman himself as the villain, and it is confirmed that Charlize is coming back as well. So we're gonna have two villains. We will have two villains coming in this movie, so look for that. And real quick, Equalizer 3 has a release date. We are getting an Equalizer trilogy. Number 3 is coming next year, September 1st, 2023. Let's get into the nitty gritty in the entertainment world, and Mr. Buttersworth is going to like this. Let's get into Mayans episode 1, episode 2. Mr. Buttersworth says, seeing Pontiac Fiero in space is my calling. It quits on Fast and Furious, but they're fun. Like, that's the whole point. It's been the long running joke of the Fast and Furious has been, you know, they've done everything. Why can't they go to space? So they put the Pontiac Fiero in space. It was more to appease the meme at this point, and I was all about it. It was funny. You just have to not expect like crazy serious things. It's just, they're silly action movies at this point. But enough about Fast and Furious. Mayans episode 1 and 2 started like, holy crap. The first episode was just an hour of just gunfight. It was just an hour-long gunfight. Civil War. Mayans Yuma versus Mayans Santo Padre. Apparently the president, which I can't remember his name, the president of Yuma, who Easy tried to blow up last season, survived. The president's son got injured. I don't think he died, but he got injured in the explosion. And the whole Yuma, charter basically is storming the Santo Padre castle. And they're trying to hold the fort down, but they're just raining bullets. The whole episode, they're just raining bullets. And we lost some, we lost some Santo Padre characters, specifically the ones that we don't really know too much about, which is fine. They serve their purpose. The main ones are still around, but it was just a bloodbath. Can we talk about the girl who was scared and kept trying to call the police and running out the door? Like, she ran out like, I'm not with them, and gets lit up. She gets lit up with bullets. I was like, yes, finally. Like, I was tired of hearing her like bitching and moaning the whole time. Jesus. But the episode basically ends with them running out of ammo and Easy kind of turning himself in, and then they all turn themselves in at this point. And Marcus comes in before, I think Angel dies. Marcus comes in because Angel is about to get shot in the face in front of Easy. And holy crap, that whole episode was insane. It ends with Marcus, and it's like, all right, well, we know Marcus is, he quit the Galindo cartel. Galindo's on the run. And he chose his Mayan roots over Galindo at this point. And episode 2 kind of just skips 4 months out of nowhere. It just skips 4 months. And Bishop is now the vice president. Marcus is now the president of Santo Padre. And dude, that episode was nuts. Yeah, it was completely nuts. Mr. Buttersworth, it was completely nuts. The second episode was kind of weird though. We had Marcus back, which I'm fine if he wants to be president or whatever. I'm fine with that. Clearly Bishop is not fine with that. He wants his he wants his charter back. The charter wants their charter back. They're having to pretend to be nice to the Yuma guys who tried to kill him 4 months ago. And yeah, it was just strange seeing them pretend to like each other but hate each other at the same time. Bishop was, completely miserable. And one of them is starting to rat to Marcus, basically, on like problems brewing in the MCU in the Mayans camp. But the most important thing is one of the girls that works the bar found a Sons of Anarchy cut in a like an acid barrel, basically. And they brought it to the Sons, and the Sons of Anarchy are gonna be coming and knocking on the Mayans' door to see what the hell is going on. The one dude in the Sons was just itching to fight the Mayans, and one of his homies was kind of making fun of him. Like, he ran out of beer, and the guy was like, you know what? Let me guess. The Mayans did that to you too. The Mayans took your beer. Like, He was just busting his chops the whole time. And it was pretty funny, but it was valid. It was valid because the Mayans did, you know, they did fuck with the Suns, and they finally have the proof at this point. So I you know, this week is going to be interesting. Episode 3 is going to be interesting to see where this story goes and how Marcus now handles it compared to how Bishop handles it. And I can't wait. That was from Mr. Buzzword says that was from season 2 when they killed all those people in the party and an SOA member was at the party. Yeah, I feel like they killed somebody else though. I thought they killed somebody else in season 3, but if not, then yeah, I mean that cut's been there for quite a while. But yeah, Mayans episode 3 is this week. It's this Tuesday. I'll probably be watching it Wednesday, so I'll probably be talking about episode 3 and 4 on the next podcast, which will be in 2 weeks. So with that being said, we're gonna move on. Mayans is dope. It kicked off with a bang, and I can't wait for more. We are going to move on to Moon Knight. Moon Knight episode 4. I'm not going to talk a lot about this because we're going to talk a lot about it Tuesday on the theater room. But what I will say is, what the hell is going on in Moon Knight? Like, well, honestly, what the hell is going on in Moon Knight? The whole episode was awesome, I thought. Like, they're fine, you know, I love movies like The Mummy when, you know, like, yeah, they're fighting an evil Egyptian god type person, but they're exploring. They're explorers. You like, I love that. You're getting like a history lesson as you're watching these characters conquer this villain. You know what I mean? They're exploring, you know, ancient Egyptian temples and pyramids and whatever. But that's pretty much what we got in Moon Knight episode 4. Like, it was all exploratory. Like, they were just, you know, running around ancient tombs and shit, looking for the statue, the little figure statue thing. And you know, they run into Haro, and Stephen and Mark are fighting himself. We didn't see the third one appear in this episode. No Moon Knight in this episode because, you know, he's a statue as well, stuck in a temple. But yeah, this episode was, you know, it was just cool to see them explore and like see Steven get excited because he's all into this type of thing, and he's reading the literature, he's figuring out, you know, the puzzles and stuff like that. That stuff was fun. And then the end of the episode, it was just like, the end of the episode just confuses the crap out of you. What are we watching? Like, what's real? What's not real? Why am I looking at an Egyptian hippo? And it was just an interesting way to end the episode. We're gonna talk more about this on Tuesday, so I don't want to spend too much on this. But I thoroughly enjoyed episode 4 up until the end, when it just confused the crap out of me. It was cool, like those scenes were cool, they made sense, but now it just asks the question, like, what are we actually watching? What's real and what's not? And we'll see what happens. But again, we'll talk more about this on 8:30 on Tuesday with the theater room. moving on real quick. Werewolf by Night has wrapped production, apparently. And it is scheduled to release as a Halloween special this year. So look for that. That's this is gonna kind of play off of I guess Moon Knight. And should be interesting. It's gonna kick off basically Blade and all those like I can't think of the word. All the monster characters, you know what I mean? Vampires and werewolves and all that stuff on the MCU side. So that's a Halloween special coming this year, confirmed. Now we're going to switch over to Halo. I loved this episode of Halo. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. Except for the Quaha Iquinciocha character. Like, guys, she's throwing a tantrum in the middle of the desert. I wanted to turn the episode off. I really wanted to turn the episode off. Mr. Buzzworth said the end of Moon Knight made sense. Sure, if you say so. But Halo, I wanted to turn it off when she's throwing a teenage tantrum in the middle of the desert. Drove me crazy. But once that was done, and it started focusing on Master Chief and Spartans and Halsey getting getting the artifact to the ship. The Covenant come in and attack, and we get this giant battle. We finally get a battle. We finally see Master Chief and the Spartans kicking ass again, since we haven't seen them since the first episode doing that. We're on episode 5. It took 4 episodes to get back to a battle scene with the Covenant. It was awesome. The battle scene was awesome. You see the one Marine get lit up by the Needler. You just see the needles, boom, 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 like grouping up into. Those things are heat-sinking missiles, basically, when you fire them at a target. And you just see the grouping of the needles in the guy's chest. It was awesome. That whole battle was awesome. I was thoroughly impressed. All the game sounds came back. Hearing everyone's shields go down, recharge, and it was so cool. It was so cool to watch. So cool. This is what the Halo show needs. It needs more Master Chief fighting. It needs more Spartans fighting. Give us these battles. Even like the storylines with Cortana and Halsey and Keyes and everything else going on in the background. I'm okay with that. We don't need Quaha or what. I don't know her name. I don't care to learn it. Honestly, guys, I don't. I hate this character. She's the Cole of Mortal Kombat in the Halo world. Like, I don't give a shit about this character. I don't want to see her anymore. Like, throwing a tantrum in the middle of the desert, like, it just takes you away of what's like going on with the artifact and everything else. Like, the rest of the stories have been pretty solid, in my opinion. Yeah, we would like to see Halo or Master Chief, keep his helmet on and actually fight some shit, but the story itself has been somewhat entertaining. This character is just not entertaining, so oh my god. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed episode 5 with the battle scenes, minus the tantrum and just her in general. it was a step up in the right direction, and hopefully we get more of that. And it's considering we only have what 2 or 3 episodes left, so I'm assuming the battles are going to be coming, you know, more frequent and they're going to get larger. That's my hope. We're going to switch over to gaming, but we're going to stick with Halo. And now that we're in the gaming universe, Season 2 of Halo Infinite is going to include a Last Spartan Standing mode. It's going to be Halo's way of incorporating a battle royale. It looks like it's basically like a Rumble game mode, you know, like a free-for-all game mode, but with, you know, some sort of Halo bubble shield closing in on you. So it's going to be interesting to see what that game mode's about. They're coming out with other game modes. Looks like if you play Destiny or any multiplayer game where you got to capture zones and hold them, they're adding that to Halo as well. There's another game mode coming that I can't remember, but Season 2 is adding quite a bit of content, I would say, including, which is going to come later in the season, because apparently Season 2 is going to be like 6 months long. But in August, the Halo campaign is going to be adding a co-op mode, and you can run through the story with you know, a buddy, or maybe 3 buddies, who knows. I don't know. I don't think they announced how many you can have in the co-op. I'm just gonna think it's 2 at this point until they tell us otherwise, but that's very cool to see. A co-op campaign would be a lot of fun to play. It would be, honestly, I want to play the campaign for Halo Infinite. I have it downloaded on my PC. It would be the first Halo campaign I've ever played, to be honest, because I played strictly multiplayer. So yeah, I want to try to play it before August, but if for some reason it's August comes around and I haven't played the campaign yet and co-op drops, I will be checking this out with a friend, with a homie. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, so Halo Infinite has some content dropping relatively soon on the multiplayer side. August, the solo campaign side. Well, not solo, the campaign side in August. Co-op confirmed. Mr. Buzzword says, dude, I'm about to start the campaign. Let me know. I'll play the game with you. Oh, no doubt, bro. No doubt. We could possibly link up. Like I said, this is coming out in August. So if I'm still rocking the campaign or starting the campaign at that point, yeah, whoever wants to join, including Mr. Buzzworth, feel free. I'm all for it. That shit would be fun as hell. But I am going to be jumping into multiplayer and checking out this Battle Royale mode that's coming. And, you know, all the other modes. 'Cause I haven't played Halo multiplayer in a while. You know, I've watching this show, I've been kind of itching to get back in it. So, we'll be doing that shortly. Checking out the new stuff. But, let's move off of Halo and switch over to Warzone real quick. It's a short announcement. But, Warzone 2 kind of has a rumor that's leaked out that the new map in Warzone 2 is going to be in Colombia. We're gonna get you know, towns, cities, you know, a whole map of apparently Colombia. So I don't know if that's like a leak of what Modern Warfare 2 is going to be about, or kind of the location of where we're going to be. But it's just interesting. Yeah, I'm glad it's not, you know, Verdansk 3.0. I'm done with that map. I don't hate the new map, the map that we have now. I don't hate it. I kind of like it, to be honest. But I just don't play Warzone much anymore. But I will be checking out Warzone 2. I will be checking out Modern Warfare 2. That'll be, you know, definitely the next Call of Duty I buy, because I skipped Vanguard. And yeah, that's coming this fall, I believe. So look out for that. We have another quick announcement. Pablo Escobar as a DLC character. Yeah, we're gonna be having gunfights in cocaine fields and plantations, and we're just gonna be high, full speed running all over the map, basically. Like it would be funny if you hot drop like a cocaine field and you just get super speed for like 30 seconds. That'd be funny as hell. But let's move on. We have a tiny bit of God of War news. Basically, they confirmed God of War is not being delayed. It is releasing this year. So good news for us, because everything else seems to be getting delayed, and there was a lot of rumors and speculation that God of War could be getting pushed back to 2023. And so far, according to the studio, we're still on schedule to release this year, which is great news, because I can't wait for this game. This is probably one of the most anticipated games of the year, of the decade. Like this game is just out worlds of anticipation at this point. Like everyone, I can't think of anyone who's not excited for this game to come, to be honest. And if you're not, you just don't know. You just don't know. You don't know the epicness of this game. You just don't know. And hopefully you get a chance to experience it. You gotta bust out of your Xbox bubble sometime, people. Bust out of that bubble. Join the dark side every so often. It's cozy. But yeah, so moving on. We have, is this something? Oh yeah. Wolverine. I can't wait for God of War, but I need a PS5. Yeah, I get it. PS5s are hard to get, but I think GameStop just had like a massive release of PS5s. They were in like every store possible. You gotta just keep an eye out. You gotta follow their Twitter. You gotta follow there's a lot of people that just all they do is watch inventory for stores, and they post when a store is getting inventory. You just have to follow those people and try to get a jump on when something is in stock. Just run to the store as fast as you can, basically. But real quick with Wolverine is also confirmed to be a PS exclusive. Now, this isn't a no-brainer. Insomniac is making the game. Insomniac makes Spider-Man, makes Miles Morales. They're also making Wolverine. Insomniac is a PlayStation controlled and owned developer, so I don't know why people thought maybe Wolverine is going to be a multi-plat, but no, it is confirmed to be a PS exclusive alongside of Spider-Man 2, and yeah, we still don't have a trailer or a teaser for this. We got that little snippet tease of him sitting at the bar like you see in the picture, which I did a fun ass breakdown video of, which you should, if you haven't, go back in the archives of YouTube and check out that Easter egg breakdown I did on Wolverine. That was a fun video. Check that out. But yeah, it's not. This isn't rocket science here. PlayStation owns the property. It's going to be an exclusive. And yeah, that's it. So, real quick, Hellblade 2 obviously is coming. They're still in development. We haven't really had like a trailer, but it seems like there's rumblings that we're close to getting some sort of tease or trailer with Hellblade. I absolutely loved the first one. The first one was incredible. The audio, hearing, it was like you were going crazy, honestly. You were hearing voices, all different voices in your head as you played the game, because you know she's hearing voices in her head. It was crazy. It was a fun game, and the story was fun. The story was cool. And you know, Microsoft owns the property now, so this is an Xbox. This is, I would say, a Microsoft exclusive. It's not an Xbox exclusive because it is going to PC. So I did play the first one on PlayStation, but I'm gonna have to play the second one using Game Pass on my PC, which is fine. It is what it is. Game Pass is, you know, one of the best subscription services out there for gaming. It is the best subscription service out there for gaming, I should say. And yeah, as soon as it's on, as soon as Hellblade's on Game Pass, I will be playing the hell out of it. But I'm hoping the rumblings are true and we get to see a little bit about the game at this point. The next thing is interesting. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, the picture is blown up on purpose. It's going to cover everything, but you'll see why in a second. If you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on the podcast, I'm showing a picture of Twitch. Now, this is when you're gonna stream a game and you have to select the game you're streaming. You know, type the game in, and then Twitch generates a list of games. You click the one that you're playing and hit submit. Well, when you type in Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto 6 pops up with a cover art. And I don't know if they meant to add this yet, but this is the first like official cover art that we've seen on Grand Theft Auto 6. We've seen a lot of, you know, fan art, custom, you know, random crap that people think the cover art's going to be. This is coming from Twitch, so they must have gotten it from Rockstar, I would imagine. And they leaked it. They added it to the list too early. Is this going to tell us that, you know, we're going to have a playable demo soon, maybe? Maybe a playable demo soon? Are we going to get a showcase on just GTA 6 soon, maybe? I don't know. Why would this be on the list already? Now, this is a picture of somebody else's, but just me doing it myself, I can confirm that GTA 6 does pop up. So this is interesting. This is our, you know, first official cover art for GTA 6, and it's weird that it's added to the Twitch gaming list so early. This game could be coming sooner than we think. We're just waiting for the official announcement, the official trailer that shows the release date or something. So it's exciting. We're getting close. It's been a funny rumor for, you know, 10 years at this point, but we're getting close. And lastly, before we jump into the May releases, Ubisoft. Ubisoft has a battle royale game coming soon. They're dipping their toes in the battle royale field. They had a variation of a battle royale called Survivor in a Division 1, and it was awesome. It was my favorite game mode in the game. It was my favorite game mode in a lot of games, to be honest. So Survival, I believe, in the Division was fantastic. It's the reason why I don't play Division 2, because they refuse to add this game mode to Division 2. But they have a separate free-to-play, I believe, battle royale game coming. But the more interesting news about Ubisoft is they're like sending out feelers to see who's interested in acquiring them, it seems. And the first one that I can think of off the bat is if Sony wants to combat the acquisition, the Microsoft acquisition of Activision, them buying Ubisoft would be major. Ubisoft's a major publisher, a major developer. They have a ton of developers under them that would just fall into the Sony umbrella along with everyone else. And Ubisoft's been kind of, wishy-washy with their latest games and, not performing how they should be. And they have a massive Star Wars game, open world Star Wars game coming soon. They're apparently working on the Division movie, which we have yet to see a trailer on, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, which I'm like super excited for. I just want to see a damn trailer at this point. But if this becomes a Sony property, holy crap, the production quality and value of everything made by Ubisoft would be through the roof. It'd be incredible. Ubisoft's one of my favorite developers, my favorite publishers. Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Division, Splinter Cell, like all the Tom Clancy games. They're a major and majorly successful as well publisher in the game world for sure. And that would be a massive acquisition if Sony could pull it off. With that being said, it's only rumor and speculation at this point, but it would be pretty major. And they seem to be floating the idea out of being, for sale. So we'll see what happens. But that is going to end the news. We are going to shift to the main event, the main attraction, which is a week May release. And here you go. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Let's see. You should be able to see that. Starting May 3rd, we have Dungeon Defenders Awakened. That is coming strictly to the PlayStation 4, apparently. This is probably the one game I'm extremely interested in, and it's Trek to Yomi. We saw on a previous state of play, gameplay of this. It looks very 2D. It's a martial arts game. It seems very 2D, and like black and white, kind of old art style. Like, it was very intriguing to me. I was kind of excited watching that trailer, and I can't May 5th, it comes out on all platforms, it seems, except for the Switch. I can't wait for this game. I want to see more of it. I would be interested in buying it if if I like what I see. But this is probably the biggest game that I'm interested in May at this point. And that comes out May 5th. We have Ayuden Chronicle Rising. That comes out May 10th. That is an Xbox exclusive, Microsoft exclusive, because the PC is included. We have Salt and Sacrifice. That is a PlayStation console exclusive with a PC as well, May 10th. We have a new Evil Dead, the game, coming out. That is on all platforms, including the Switch, May 13th. We have Deliver Us the Moon. That is new generation only. That's PS5 and Xbox Series S, XS. May 19th. We have Soldiers, spelled Soul, Soul. So some ghost soldier game, maybe? I didn't look it up yet. I'm just going to guess based off that name and spelling. That comes to all platforms, including Switch. That is May 19th as well. You have the Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. That is also all platforms, May 19th. We have Dolmen coming out, which is a PS5, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, coming May 20th. Hard Space Shipbreaker. This is coming strictly to PC, it seems, on May 24th. We have MX vs. ATV Legends. This is on all platforms except for the Switch on May 24th. It's all, ATVs and dirt bikes and off-road and all kinds of crap. That is coming May 24th. We have a new Sniper Elite 5 coming. That's May 26th. That's all platforms except for the Switch. We have Kaio the Kangaroo coming on all platforms on May 27th. We have Pac-Man Museum. New Pac-Man game. This is all platforms except for it. It's coming to Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 4. But it doesn't say the PS5. I'm assuming that's just missing. It'd be weird to not include that. I mean, you can play any PS4 game on the PS5, but a PS5 version of the game is not listed. So I'm not sure. But that is coming May 27th. And we have Showrunner. That is new gen only, coming on May 31st. Now, Showrunner, I think it's like, oh, okay. It's like Ice Road Truckers. What is this game? This came out. Oh, is this a remake? It's a simulation. It's Ice Road Truckers simulation. I think it's a remake because this came out in 2020 on the old gen. And now it's coming out May 31st, 2022 on new gen. So it seems like they're just porting it over with the new graphics. And that comes May 31st. And that's pretty much it for May. May is pretty weak. Like I said, this game, Trek to Yomi, is the one I'm most excited for. The black and white martial arts beat 'em up 2D style game. It looks awesome. So yeah, that seems to be it for May. If more comes up, I will announce it next episode, if something major pops up, I'll announce it on the theater room as well. So, stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for episode 6. I appreciate everybody, listening, watching, being here live. If you're here live on Twitch, click that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, click that like button, click that subscribe button, throw a comment down below and let us know what you're excited for coming in May, if anything, and what your thoughts on the announcements that I brought up. Join the discussion. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask it live on the next episode, or ask it in the comments of YouTube, and I'll try my hardest to get to those comments and answer your questions on the next episode. If you are listening on the podcast channels, I appreciate you as well. We see you out there, every single one of you. So we appreciate you. Thank you for listening in one way or another, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, or the podcast. You guys have been killing it. Again, we have a theater room coming Tuesday night at 8:30, which we're gonna really break down the Moon Knight and Halo episodes that I discussed today, and among the other entertainment side of entertainment news and announcements that may come from now until then, on top of what I've mentioned. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna do it. Shout out to No Illusions for the background music, as usual. Dude's been killing it with music lately. He always kills it, and he's a good friend of mine, so look for him on Spotify if you want to listen to some like lo-fi beats and just chill music. It's No Illusions. And yeah, that'll do it. That is episode 6 of the Multiversal podcast. Appreciate you guys. Mr. Buttersworth, thank you for joining live, and everybody else kind of lurking in chat. And yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks for episode 7. Peace, everybody. Shout out to Mrs. Sci. Fire, that fire podcast, though. Wifey in the house. We out, chat.